The Rizal Day bombings, also referred to as the December 30th bombings, were a series of bombings that occurred around Metro Manila in the Philippines on December 30, 2000. The explosions occurred in close succession within a span of a few hours. 22 fatalities were reported and around 100 more suffered non-fatal injuries. The blasts occurred during a national holiday in the Philippines, where December 30 is known as Rizal Day, commemorating the martyrdom of the country's national hero, Jose Rizal. Blast locations. 5 locations were bombed almost simultaneously within the span of an hour. All of the locations were situated within Metro Manila on the island of Luzon. A bomb exploded at Plaza Ferguson in Malate, Manila. This particular blast site is located less than 100 meters from the United States Embassy. Another bomb detonated at a gasoline station in the Makati Central Business District. The target was a gasoline station along EDSA, across the street from the Dusit Hotel in Makati. 2 policemen, members of the local bomb squad, died as a result of this explosion. The cargo handling area of the Ninoy Aquino International Airport was also targeted with at least one explosive device. Another explosive device was detonated inside a bus traveling along the Epifanio de los Santos Avenue. The bomb exploded while the bus was en route in the Cubao area of Quezon City. 1 passenger was killed while several others were injured. The explosion that claimed the most casualties occurred in a train cab at the Blumentritt station of the Metro Manila LRT Line 1. Type of explosive employed. The Philippine National Police identified the bombs as 1 kilogram black powder bombs, set to detonate using timing devices. In addition, confessions by the convicted perpetrators described the bombs as ammonium nitrate-based explosives. Most of the components of the bombs, such as blasting caps and detonating cords, were discovered to have come from the city of Talisay in the southern province of Cebu. The town itself is known for the production of blasting caps used in illegal fishing. Perpetrators. Initially, various Islamic groups were implicated in the bombings, including the Jamaah Islamiyah, the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, and the Moro National Liberation Front. In September 2003, almost 3 years after the incident, the case remained unsolved as the authorities responsible were berated by then-Senate President Franklin Drilon. In May 2003, Saifullah Yunus, a suspect in the bombings, was arrested in the southern city of Cagayan de Oro as he was about to board a plane to Manila. Police were alerted to the suspect when he failed to explain numerous bandages on his face and arms. A month later, he confessed to a level of involvement in the bombings. A member of the Moro Islamic Liberation Front's Special Operations Group, he was charged with multiple murder and multiple frustrated murder for his role in the bombings. In the following years, several members of the Jamaah Islamiyah were arrested for their suspected involvement in the bombings. In 2004, 2 Muslim men, Mamazaro Naga and Abdul Patah, were arrested by Philippine Armed Forces in Marawi City. They were supposedly identified by Fatha Rahman Algozi, a known member of the Jamaah Islamiyah, as the ones responsible for the LRT-1 train cab bombing. The MILF and the MNLF were later cleared by the Philippine National Police of any involvement in the attacks. Fatha Rahman Algozi, an Indonesian national and member of the known terrorist group Jamaah Islamiyah, was convicted and sentenced to 17 years in prison for illegal possession of explosives in relation to the Rizal Day bombing incidents. In July 2003, Algozi, along with several other accomplices, escaped from their holding cell at Camp Crame. Algozi was later killed in a firefight with Philippine authorities on October 13, 2003. On January 23, 2009, the 3 Rizal Day bombers, Muklis Haji Yunus, Abdul Fattah Pawata, and Mamazaro Naga were sentenced by the Manila Regional Trial Court Branch 29, under Judge Celito Mendaro Grella, of up to 20 years in imprisonment for multiple murder and multiple frustrated murder. Aftermath. In December 2006, almost 6 years after the bombings, Metro Manila Police went on heightened alert from bomb scares and the prospect of follow-up attacks on the anniversary of the bombings. The AFP followed suit days after, deploying numerous bomb squads and medical teams to both Fort Bonifacio and Luneta. In addition, the PNP's Explosives and Ordnance Division and SWAT deployed teams to LRT-1 stations along Taft Avenue, near one of the original bombing sites.